Hello and welcome to another edition of Political Empire. I'm your host, Jeff Horseman for the Press Enterprise MP.com. And today we're going to be talking about an assault weapons ban that's going to be making its way through Congress. And then we're going to get into a dispute involving some power lines that involves Riverside and Jurupa Valley. But first, U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein's effort to renew a ban on assault weapons is getting extra attention in the wake of last week's horrific mass shooting in Connecticut. Feinstein, a Democrat representing California, was preparing legislation to ban certain weapons and ammunition magazines, and this was before a gunman opened fire in an elementary school and killed 20 children and 6 adults before committing suicide. The senator said she believes her proposal can become law. Now we're going to be talking about the city of Riverside's plans to send some power lines through Jurupa Valley, and people in that city are not quite happy about it. And joining us on phone is our Riverside reporter Alicia Robinson, who was at a meeting last week on the subject. So, Alicia, can you talk a little about this project and why people in Jurupa Valley are upset about it?
Thanks, Jeff. It's known as the Riverside Transmission Reliability Project. The city just calls it RTRP. It's a $150 million project that would expand the capacity of the Riverside Public Utilities transmission grid. The city says that it's needed because their public utility only has one connection right now to the state power grid. So if there were to be some sort of a disaster or emergency that were to knock that connection out, the city would be without power. Also, the utility has exceeded their capacity of their transmission grid about 6 of the last 9 years, according to information from the city. So they need that extra capacity just even to handle current demands as well as possible future growth and development.
Okay.
And the reason that Jurupa Valley is concerned about it is the project would erect 59 power poles and 16 transmission towers. Nearly half of those would be in Jurupa Valley.
Okay. And so, like I said, there's a meeting last night of the Riverside City Council to talk about this, and what came of it?
Well, there were a lot of public comments. People from Jurupa Valley, including the city council and a lot of residents, and also legal counsel representing the city, spoke to the Riverside City Council, told them that they don't believe the city's environmental report on the project was adequate. And some of the main concerns from the Jurupa Valley Council and residents were they believe the project will cause visual blight in their city. They're also concerned about possible health effects from electromagnetic fields coming from the power lines. And they say that it will essentially render unusable or undevelopable some of the city of Jurupa Valley's main commercial corridor. So after they heard a lot of discussion and the council asked some questions, at the last minute, the Riverside Public Utilities General Manager asked the City Council to postpone the decision so that he can address about 500 pages of additional comments that had come in the last 48 hours on the project. So the council did finally vote late Tuesday night to postpone a final decision on the project until February 5th, and it sounds like Riverside went out of its way to assure Jurupa Valley that the lines of communication are open and that they will be talking to them and listening to their concerns.
500 pages of comments, that's a lot of comments. So, all right, well, thank you, Alicia. Appreciate your time. And thank you once again for watching Political Empire for the Press Enterprise MP.com. I'm Jeff Horseman. See you next time.